I'm the Mulatto Jones here with Jay Marinera. Jay, what do we have for today?
Today we're going to talk about the Vikings' upcoming season.
Sounds pretty good, and it looks promising. How do you see
Very
things?
promising.
Oh yeah, how do you see things playing out for this team?
Honestly, what they did this offseason so far, in the draft, they picked up a really deep, promising corner in Trey Waynes. I think that whole defensive side of the ball is going to be really good. You got Teddy Bridgewater coming back for a second year. If with everybody that they picked up in the draft, like another Stephon Diggs, they picked him up in the draft with another receiver like that. And then again, add Mike Wallace to the picture too. That's another deep threat. And then you got Adrian Peterson returning after only playing one game last year.
Yeah, how do you see him coming back?
I see the first game. I see him being a little bit rusty. After that, I think he's just going to have a tremendous season. I say he's going to be the leading back in rushing yards in the NFL this year by far. I mean, it's maybe the first couple games. He's going to be a little rusty, but after that, I think he's going to get going back to normal self, being the powerhouse back that he actually really is.
And he's a great running back.
Great running back.
And how do you think him and Bridgewater will coincide?
Well, again, Teddy Bridgewater, it's his second year. I think with having somebody like that in the backfield is going to open up that passing game a lot. Again, with the Mike Wallace pickup, that's going to open up our deep threat passing game a lot. And then Kyle Rudolph's going to be healthy, like I said. And then you got Charles Johnson. And then hopefully even Cordell Patterson has a breakout year, I'm hoping that he turns it around from last year. Again, that could be another deep threat if he gets going as well, Again, like I said, you can go ahead and stack the box, but that's just going to leave open our passing game a lot.
Definitely. Off of their schedule, what do you think some of the challenges might be?
Of course, challenges. The first couple games are going to be not so tough, but as we get later on into the season, when we got the Packers on the road, you got Detroit on the road, a couple easy games, San Francisco, because they lost a lot. I think they'll win that one. But then you got to play Detroit at home, which is going to be tough. Kansas City, they play Minnesota at home. Minnesota should win that one. Then, like I said, you go to Detroit, and then you got Green Bay. Green Bay's the only team really in the NFC North that I'm really concerned about. I mean, you got Aaron Rodgers there, who's a great quarterback. But I mean, I think it's gonna be a great season.
So you see him making the playoffs?
Yeah, I see him making at least a wild card team this year. And then as the year goes on, we'll just have to see how Teddy Bridgewater progresses. Like I said, it's with Adrian Peterson in the backfield, it's going to make a whole big difference of a season for Teddy Bridgewater and that whole Vikings team.
For sure. Are there any big pickups that you're excited about?
The biggest pickup that I've seen so far, again in the draft, was that Trey Waynes. That's a huge pickup for us. Again, like I said from before, we needed that help defensive side bad in the corners. We needed somebody who could stop a deep threat. And Trey Waynes is that type of person, coming out of Michigan State, looking to see what he's been doing in training camp. He's starting to learn that Vikings defense really well. I think he's going to be a huge step up for Minnesota. Being next to Xavier Rhodes, then you got the powerhouse strong safety of Harrison Smith, who almost led the league in interceptions last year. He had, I think, like 12 interceptions last year, something along them lines. I mean, with that, and then you got Xavier Rhodes, if he can stay healthy, and then a guy like Terrence Newman coming in, who's been in the playoffs, who knows what to expect, And then with, again, Mike Zimmer, you got Norv Turner run the offensive side. That team is going to be really good.
As far as predictions on maybe MVP talk or
NV.
anything like that, do you see Adrian Peterson getting back to that type of level?
Maybe not this year, but probably next year. I guess it just depends. Like I said, I do see him leading the league in rushing this year, no doubt about it. Give him the first couple games after that, I think he's just going to have a breakout season, The year that he tore his ACL, came back the very next year, it was 9 yards shy of breaking Ed Dickerson's record. I mean, that man is a powerhouse, and a lot of teams know what he can do. As far as being an MVP, not this year, not at all,
What do you think it will take for Teddy Bridgewater to get to maybe that not elite status, but one of the top quarterbacks maybe of his conference, even of
The NFL.
NFL.
For Teddy Bridgewater, his big thing that we need out of Teddy right now is for him to stay consistent. If he can build up his consistency and he can learn the Vikings offense and he can throw the ball without throwing interceptions, if he can get the passing down, he will be good. With him coming in last year as a rookie in Week 6 after Matt Castle had went down, he did really, really well for being a rookie, for not knowing much of the playing book and stuff like that. But again, if his consistency is what's going to make him one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening to this coverage for the Minnesota Vikings. I want to thank Jay.
Thanks, guys.
You can follow us in any of our social outlets through www.scsportnews.com. There you can go to YouTube as well and like and subscribe to our channel and our videos. So once again, thank you guys, and we'll see you around.
See you guys.
I hate you all.